back on the microphone for this game.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've been watching you guys from afar. Drew's been keeping me updated. And I mean, what a run you guys have been on. I look, you guys have won 10 out of 12, 5 in a row headed into the postseason. So, what have you done? What buttons have you pushed for the boys? Obviously, things are going well, or have you just gotten out of the way and letting the boys do it?
Yeah, we started the year off, and we just had a lot of defensive miscues and turning the puck over a little too much. And we were 3-4 start the year, but we never kind of lost faith in what kind of team we can be and how good we can be. And middle of the year, I thought that we kind of just turned it around there. 7 games in, we're 3-4, and we're staring some tough games with West Haven, and we scored a goal with the goalie pulled in that game, and then won in overtime, and that's just been our catalyst to the second half of the year. So ever since then, you're looking at a 10-2 record, and I just think we've been doing a lot of things really well. We cleaned up a lot of the issues in our D zone, and we're a high-powered offensive team. I got 4 or 5 kids with 30-plus points this year, so we knew scoring goals wasn't going to be the problem. It was going to be keeping the puck out of the net, and that was the issues we were having early in the year. But I tell you, the run we're on right now, everything's been clicking.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like over 10 games, you guys have scored 5 or more goals in 10 games. So obviously, scoring is not the issue with you guys. So I'm looking forward to an exciting game tomorrow night. And and like I said, you guys, like you said, 3-4. You won 5 in a row. And you had mentioned, we were just talking before, you guys had a 10-day layoff headed in. So What have you done, with the boys to keep them, mentally and physically ready to go? Physically is probably easier than mentally at this point, I would think. For 10 days is a long time for a hockey player.
Yeah, so we had our senior night, our last game, to us 2 Saturdays ago. And, we had a few guys that were dinged up, a few guys that were sick. So we kind of welcomed the break for a few days. But, in a high school season, you're playing every 2 or 3 days. So it's very different to have 10 days off heading into a game. So I invited West Haven up. They're playing in the Division I tournament, and they had similar to us. They had a bunch of days off. So we did a competitive practice with them to keep the competitive juices flowing. And then we did a scrimmage with them the next day. So, you try to mimic these game type atmospheres, even in practice when you have a layoff like this. And then we got back to work this past weekend and had some good practices, and one more today leading into the game tomorrow. So I like that we had a little bit of rest to kind of get healthy, and then to be able to practice with West Haven a couple of days right there and get those competitive juices flowing is going to help us.
Yeah, that's a good team to practice with for sure. Well, you are a fantastic coach, and I'm not just saying that because you and I are friends, and you've always been so nice to me. But one thing about you, two things actually, I want to point out that I even said when I was broadcasting last year to Michelle, my wife, the camera lady, as you well know. Yep. There was a game right around Christmas time, and you're on the bench in your Christmas pajamas with your Christmas lights on the pajamas, and I'm like, this guy gets it, like these guys. Everything's so serious nowadays, and everybody's so focused on this, that, which is good. Don't get me wrong. But you get it. They're still kids. It seems to me like the kids, from what I've seen, and I haven't done any games this year, but I'm sure nothing's changed. When they hop over the boards for you, win, lose, or draw, they'll skate through a brick wall for you. And that's, to me, that's the sign of a great coach. And the kids are having a good time. And during senior night, I see you out on the ice, hugging the moms and dads, hugging the kids. You really, to me, you're like what a coach should be. And again, I might be storming towards the grumpy old get off my lawn type of person. I'm about to turn 50. But I just, it's got to still be, they're still kids, and you keep it that way while still having them, ready to go game time. I think you're a phenomenal coach. I really admire what you do with the team. I just want
to I appreciate it, Scotty. So yeah, we like to have a little bit of fun, and, my message to the team is, winning's fun, right? When you win some hockey games, you turn it into fun. We know there's a time to be serious. We know there's a time to, have a little fun. And, I just really like the group of kids we have this year. We have a great leadership group, not just the kids that have letters on the front of their shirts, but our senior class is a great senior class this year. They make it easy for me as a coach to show up every day and want to work, So, I attribute so much to the team this year. We all know, there's good years and bad years with teams. And, for, the high school season's a grind. It's 6 days a week for 3+ months, hopefully pushing 4 months. And it gets a grind at times, but, the attitude that they bring to the rink every single day makes it easy for me to show up every day as well. So I got to give so much credit to the team this year.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great to have that great, that group of leadership that you can kind of step aside and let them take the reins for the team, and that's when coaching becomes fun and easy. And you guys are home. And another thing too, I'm gonna tell you, the Lou is my favorite rink in all of Connecticut. I love that arena. It's in a pit. I mean, literally, like it's in a pit.
Oh yeah.
The stands are literally on top of the ice. When that place is packed and going, and the roof is real low, it's loud, it's dark in there outside of the rink itself. It's really dark, and I just love the atmosphere. What are we looking at tomorrow night? I know it's an early start, 3:45. Are they going to be able to get a lot of the student body over there? Or
yeah, we've been getting a great student section for our games this year, and just the energy in the building is fantastic for us. Gives something to feed off of, and I'm sure kids will be getting out of school, shooting right down to the Lou for the game. They're sitting right, like you said, right behind the benches, right on the glass. It's a loud atmosphere. It's a low ceiling. We think it's a great advantage for us to play at that rink. And, our student section has been fantastic this year. So, early start, but you know what? We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, listen, it is what it is, and yeah, the student body's always been fantastic there for you guys. I'm looking forward to it. So, what are your going into the game? I know you're not going to give the other team any bulletin board material or anything, but what are you looking for against a team like Trumbull? I haven't seen you guys, so I don't want to mislead anybody, say that I have, because I haven't. So, but I did see Trumbull once this season. I covered one of their games versus Fairfield. What are you guys looking for, going into the game? What do you need to do, let's say, to come away with the win and move on to the next round, which is obviously
Trumbull's a good team. I look at their record of 9-11, and it's a little misleading because they play in that FCAC where you got to play 6 or 7 Division I opponents. So, I don't put too much weight in what their record is. They're a tested team. They play, you said you saw them play Fairfield Co-op, which is one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah.
So, a team like that it's a tested team. They got some decent size. We've watched a bunch of video on them. We're going to do a video session before practice today with the team to look at some of their tendencies. But it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. I look at 1 through 16 in the Division II state tournament, and I can make a case for all the bottom seeds winning all the games. It's just one of those years that there's so much parity within Division II that there's going to be some surprises in this first round. I'm just hoping that we're not one of them.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a good game. They're tough, like you said, and playing in the FCIAC, they are playing a lot of tough opponents, and they're used to being in a lot of tough games. They got a good goaltender too, as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a fantastic game. So tell us a little bit about what else you got going on. You still, I know, running the Capitals, the Central Connecticut Capitals, and everything over there. And I know they feed into Cheshire, right, with the midget team during the preseason, right, or half season, whatever we want.
Yeah. So I'm heavily involved in the youth hockey world, and it kind of just leads right into the high school season. With I'm president of Central Connecticut Youth Hockey, which is the largest travel program in the state. And then I coach a U16 Tier 2 team. We've been in the Nationals last 2 years in a row. Unfortunately, lost in the finals this year to a very good Hamden team where one of my Cheshire players played on that team as well. And then help out with the UA teams. And they're going to Nationals again this year for second year in a row as well. So, once mid-August hits, it's full-blown hockey from mid-August until the end of the high school season. And we're looking at the calendar here. We're hopefully we have another 2+ weeks of high school games left in us. But, hockey's been very good to me. It's taken me places that I've never would have been in my life. And now a big part of being involved in the youth hockey world is kind of giving back to the game. There's a lot of people that helped me get to where I got to. And, to be able to give back to the youth now and give back to the game is something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, the Capitals are a great organization. I love you guys. You guys are good people up there, up in Newington, and fun. It's a fun play. I love that ring. It's a fun place to come. Big lobby and a fantastic snack bar. I visited quite a few snack bars around the state as well, and the Newington snack bar is a good one.
One of the best ones in the state. Steve will tell you every time. Best breakfast sandwich in the state.
He'll tell you a lot.
Yes, he will.
Got to be ready for a conversation.
Oh yeah,
check it out.
It's a conversation, but he's a great guy.
Oh, he's phenomenal, but it's classic. It's like I just want to pay. No, it's great. It's a good atmosphere. You guys, the Chiefs are there up in Newington. It's a real good place for hockey right outside of Hartford. You got pure hockey right down the road. It's one of my favorite rinks to go to, and everybody up there has always been so great and so nice to me personally.
We actually had two state champions out of the rink last year. Newington High School won Division III, and Weathersfield won Division II. So it was a nice little claim to fame last year, where we had two CIAC high school champions as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be up there tonight doing the Newington game versus BBD tonight.
Yep.
They're first round as well. So I mean, and another thing that I love about these playoffs is it's one and done. There is no tomorrow. It's like the NCAA. And one thing I got to really give a lot of credit to, and I do every time during the Roy, is the CIAC. They let the boys play 5-on-5 overtime.
Yeah.
And they play till they win.
Play until you win. Yeah. Play until you win. Yeah. Our message to our team is getting out to a fast start. We've been lucky enough to battle back in games, getting down 2-3 goals in some games and battling back. So, anytime you get to the state tournament and the games become a little more defensive, it's pretty imperative to get to a good start and not get down by a few goals. So that's kind of been our message to the team is, come out with a fast start. Let's try to get that first goal. We're a much different team when we play with the lead. We can kind of settle back into our defensive structure a little bit. We can take care of the puck a little better in the D zone and not need to push the offense so much. So that's kind of our main message to the team is to come out fast today or tomorrow.
Awesome. Yeah, no, you want to fast forward to tomorrow already now.
Yeah, trust me, we're all ready to go.
The closer it gets, the more it slows down.
Yeah,
I know. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing you, the boys, everybody. You got a great parents with Cheshire. Just a great organization. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to come see everybody tomorrow. Not rooting against Trumbull. They say you gotta try to be neutral. I'm rooting for you guys. Not only because I know you guys and I want you guys to advance, but also, you are on a 5-game winning streak, and then I come in, and if something happens, I may have a little trouble getting out back to the car, So, because it gets a little rowdy there at the Luna.
Yes, it does. Well, we're looking forward to having you do the game, Scott. You do a great job broadcasting. I know the parents have missed you this year, so really looking forward to having you do the game.
I can't wait. I'm very excited. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see all the boys tomorrow, and good luck. And hopefully we'll be talking before the next game.
Great. Thanks, Scotty.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot.
You got it. Thanks.